I appreciate Chairman Upton holding this hearing. The Helping Families in Mental Health Crisis Act, of which I'm a co-sponsor, I want to thank Representative Murphy for his sponsorship of this very good bill. The bill will address much-needed mental health reform in our nation. I've held several roundtables in my district to discuss the struggles that individuals with mental health illness face and how Congress can best address the needs of those we serve. It's clear the shortage of treatment options and mental health professionals has resulted in too many mentally ill people becoming homeless or incarcerated. This is something that one of our local sheriffs, Chris Nocco, has been working to address. As a strong advocate for reform, Sheriff Nocco has been clear that the criminal justice system is not the appropriate place for those suffering with mental illness. Both he and Pinellas County Sheriff Bob Gualtieri have ensured that law enforcement officers receive crisis intervention training to help ensure sensitivity when dealing with the mentally ill. I would also like to acknowledge the work of Grace Maselli, president of the Pasco chapter of NAMI. She has shown tremendous leadership developing this chapter, generating community resources, and providing a voice for those who cannot advocate for themselves. Her work will be furthered by this legislation. I commend again Congressman Murphy for the extensive amount of time and attention he has put into addressing mental health and substance abuse disorders. He even joined me in my district to hear directly from my constituents about this bill. Thank you so very much, Congressman Murphy. We heard from many individuals, including Judge Sean Crane, who spearheads Veterans Court and Drug Court in Pinellas and Pasco counties. We also heard from Doug Leonardo of Baycare, who is working to simultaneously treat mental health and substance abuse, and Bob Dillinger, our local public defender, who has been a tireless advocate for those with mental illness. With their input, we work to address every aspect of this overall problem. I'm glad our committee has undertaken this endeavor to produce this bipartisan piece of legislation. I also have the honor of serving on the Veterans Affairs Committee, where we have focused on mental health issues plaguing our nation's heroes. A one-size-fits-all approach will not work for our veterans. It doesn't work for anyone. They deserve choice in treatment options and access to a wide range of alternative therapies. This bill before us today will not only benefit the general population, but our true American heroes and their families. Thank you again for moving this important piece of legislation, and I urge my colleagues to support this bill. Thank you, and I yield back.
Chair, thanks, gentlemen. Now recognize